I know it. Life can get hard, keep going. I just wanna be the one you need right now. Baby, would you turn and look at me right now? Me right now. What's going on? You can tell me everything that's going wrong. Only say the word will disappear somehow. All we gotta do is be right here, right now. Right now.
What's up, everybody?
Good evening.
Yeah, I hope you guys are having a good one, because we're having a good one.
Yes.
And so, since we're having a good one, we can only wish that you also have a good one.
Have a good one.
Yeah. So, we're going to do just kind of a sort of a relaxed live stream tonight. We've got some like fun little stuff that we want to share with you guys. But we just did a once every 2 week shopping trip, which we managed to get quite a bit of video footage of. And it's pretty eye-opening when it comes to a shopping trip for a family our size and what it actually takes to keep everybody fed.
Yeah.
Hi, Brooklyn.
Hi.
Did you want to come in and say hi?
No. Can I let?
Yeah, it's fine.
Well,
Okay.
not right now.
Yeah. We're gonna let Merlin in first.
Yeah.
Gotta let the Merlington Coat Factory.
Ooh, I like that.
That's what I call him. Merlington Coat Factory, because he just leaves his coat all over the place. And after he gets it on you, you're gonna love the way you look. He guarantees it. Oh, that's the Men's Warehouse.
Oh.
Wrong tagline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah. It's the whole Men's Warehouse thing.
Right.
Yeah.
I feel like I should know. I feel like I'd be good wifing to know. Let's shop for my husband at the Burlington Coat Factory.
No, the Men's Warehouse and Burlington Coat Factory, I think, are well outside of our driving range to.
Expensive clothes are way overpriced.
Yeah, they are. Some would even call them expensive. So yeah, we have some people in the chat, and wanted to just say hi to everybody. So we got Doris here. Can you believe I forgot all about tonight? I got my notifications.
Oh my gosh.
That's amazing that you did, because we're only on YouTube tonight. We're not in on Facebook. We were hoping that this would increase the quality of the stream to YouTube, but also our upload speed was not as fast as we were expecting it to be. So let us know throughout the live stream if the quality looks better, if the sound is better, anything else like that. And hopefully it won't cut off after 10 minutes, right when I'm about to tell you some juicy nugget.
Like it did last week.
Yeah, like it did last week.
We'll see.
Ozark Family Homestead.
Hey!
How's it going? I'm excited to catch you live too. Hey, I wanted to let you know you inspired us. First of all, your channel has experienced epic growth over the last month. I think that's just absolutely amazing. Congratulations. I think you guys are up to almost 8,000 subs or something like that, which is amazing. So I was like, my grandfather once told me, if you want to be successful, do what the successful people do. So we went and we actually filmed our whole bi-monthly, or not, is it bi-monthly? Yeah, bi-monthly shopping trip. And we're going to do a little video of what it takes to feed this family of 7 when our homestead, we're not producing anything yet. Look at that. We're
Jinx.
in sync.
Boom.
Boom. So yeah, you inspired us to make a shopping haul video, and we're gonna do that.
Yeah, which I have to say kudos because it really changes the dynamic of like shopping versus show and tell shopping.
Yeah, show and tell
Yeah,
shopping
good on you.
took a lot longer, which is why I'm just gonna tell you I wasn't ready for the live stream tonight because we didn't get back until what, about
4:30.
30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, look at this. They actually just hit 10,000 subs 30 minutes ago. That is so
That's
cool.
great.
I am so happy for you guys.
That's
I just love it when I get to see good people succeed, and that is just fantastic.
I'm so excited for you guys.
Yeah. And we have Angel, my first time
Hi,
catching a
Angel.
live. Hey, boom, fist bump.
Fist bump.
Yeah.
Sweet. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. We hope you have fun. This one's going to be a little more relaxed than what we normally do. We normally, have like videos and skits and all kinds of other stuff. Tonight we're going to do an Ask Me Anything, and then we want to talk a little bit about the video that we just released, and then show you some new friends that we made, and then we'll go from there.
Yes.
Yeah. Video is always better on YouTube. Yeah, it's definitely a higher quality stream. So yeah. And I noticed last week the lighting was really dark. So now we're just gonna like blow ourselves out, and hopefully
I know.
on YouTube it looks pretty good. And then I love all you guys, Doris, Ozark, even Angel, right? I love you guys, but my favorite fan is in the chat right now.
Aww.
This is my oldest daughter, Brooklyn.
Hi.
Yeah, she's amazing. She'll like come in and hang out with us a little bit later, but I know she just wants to experience what it's like to be in the chat. So now she'll get to do that.
Well, so fun.
Keep your cursing to a minimum, you guys. I know how you guys are. So okay, so what should we do first? Should we introduce them to our new friends? Or should we talk a little bit about our video?
Let's talk about our video, and then we'll show. We'll tell and show.
We'll tell and show. Yeah. So the video that we were talking about putting out last week, we got out. We got it out on Tuesday, which was yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna just be real honest with you guys. Okay. The amount of people who have seen it thus far is right in line with the joke I made about literally dozens of people will see it. Somewhere down deep inside, I expected like 40, 50 million, 100 million views, because it was pretty well put together. But I did manage to get some feedback from some other people in my group, and some of the montages that we suspected were going to be a little bit long were a little bit long, and that was kind of the consensus. But I think it was actually that I messed up at the very beginning and made a thumbnail and a title which had me in the thumbnail instead of her. I'm going to tell you, the truth is, the hot blonde is always going to get a better click-through rate than the potato-shaped ogre, 100% of the time. So I'm not going to make that. I'm not going to make that mistake again. Yeah.
I don't think that's why, but
Whatever.
nope.
But the people who did see it actually were just like, oh my gosh, I was tearing up and I was laughing, and it was awesome to see you guys triumph over that ridiculous situation that you have in not having water. And so anybody that's in the chat or watching right now that has seen it, I thank you guys for your feedback, and thank you guys for watching it. If you haven't seen it, after this live stream, I recommend that you watch it. You're going to get to know our situation quite a bit better, and then how spoiler alert, we triumphed over it for the time being. We'll see.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, it was a huge triumph because it was something that we had been needing to accomplish, because it was a surprise that we needed to redo what we had done before moving back here.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy that we've got that sorted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed making and watching the fixing of the water tank,
Yeah.
mainly because I enjoy videos where there's good music and you see somebody melting something, which it was like win-win, right? Win-win.
That's awesome.
So
Yeah. You know what else I thought was very interesting about making that particular, and really any of our videos, I've always heard, you have to put yourself out there,
Mhm.
and that's scary.
It's scary.
So it is a little nail biting every time we put something out. I'm like, ooh, they know that about us. So yeah, that's my little, now you know that.
Mhm. Yep. Oh, they can actually hear him.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what it takes. I mean, we're pretty good at like putting ourselves out there, I think. But
Yes.
being like very, very 100% like this is the real situation can sometimes be like, are there going to be consequences for this? And we're like, consequences be damned. Ozark Family's Homestead says, awesome. The shopping haul video was the one that seemed to get everyone's attention for us.
Wow.
Really looking forward to seeing yours.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's what I noticed too on your channel. It's like, wow, that's a lot of views. And the kids are focused on listening to the chicks peeping in the background. Yeah, so that is a great segue for us to introduce you to our new little pals,
New friends,
our new little buddies, old pals. So we went and did our shopping trip, right? And of course, something led us to go to Tractor Supply. And for the last like 4 or 5 times that we went there, they didn't have any chicks, which I was like, score.
that means we're not
Because we can't say no to them. It's like we see the chicks and we're like, oh my gosh, they're so cute. We can handle another 6 or 12 or 44 or 31. So
80. Something.
Oh. So we happen to have this terrarium here, and we thought, oh, that'd be kind of fun to have in the live stream. So here's our little munchkins.
I think it's pretty fitting. I mean, they're reptiles of a sort, right?
Yeah, right. This is a dinosaur cage. It's a dinosaur cage. So so in here we have 3 leghorns, and we have 3 speckled Sussex to add to our sex links. So yeah, Carrie will grab one out and show you guys. Show you how cute they are. Super duper cute.
I just love them.
Yeah, I didn't expect to bring chicks home today. But you see them and you're just like, oh, those are really cute, and they need a home. And so we can give them a home. Plus, we've got this chicken coop that's like way bigger than the 6 chickens we have currently. So, and we're hoping that this will breed some competition and get the chickens that we have laying some eggs instead of us just putting out the cashola for their feed. You know what I mean? Right now, the first egg is going to be valued at about $140. So, and we thought that a couple months ago eggs were expensive.
Yeah. True.
But they are so so cute, and the kids love them. They love to play with them, and they also just love to take care of them and do all the stuffs, all the things. But yeah,
Do you have anything to say?
it's like, no, I really enjoy being right here where I am. Me too, chick. Me too. So yeah, all like, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're so hard to resist.
I can't. I have to hold
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah, so sweet. Yeah, they are. They're amazing. They're amazing. And I'm gonna just tell you that these are definitely little things that bring me joy. And they're literally little tiny things.
They are.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Oh.
Doris was thinking that her chickens were out because she kept hearing baby chicks. Nope, that's us. It's what we like to call we're putting you in the mood to be talking about homesteading, right? This is ambient noise, room tone. They call it in the industry, which obviously I would know about. I have a camera.
Oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, they are amazing.
Oh. Could not say no, and we've been wanting to get more for since ours were not babies anymore.
Yeah,
Since we got our first batch. Yeah.
it's true.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here.
Okay, so I have some. We'll visit these guys again in a little while, but I have some questions about the video that we made, and I'm wondering if the reason why like it didn't just get 40 million views like I expected it to was that it is a hard thing to confront, right? Like water and how much water people use and how much. Do you think that could be something about it? Or do you think it's just a function of time? Or that we've only been doing YouTube for 2 months? It could be that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I think time has more to do with it.
You do?
I do.
That makes me feel good. I just don't know if it's true.
Yes. Well, as an algorithm and a computer assessing data,
Yeah.
unfortunately, it doesn't really know you yet.
Yeah, that's true. And it doesn't have feelings.
It doesn't know you the way I know
If
you.
it had feelings, I feel like it would have watched the video and gone like, and
That's funny.
what would have happened?
That's funny.
Doris thinks I'm right, or are you talking to her? I'm so used to just hearing that Carrie's right that it's or also saying, that I just assume that you're talking to her.
I feel so lost right now. I'm right.
You're always right.
Oh.
Love her. You're like the rightest person I know.
Can you say that one more time?
You're so right. Oh my gosh. You're always right. I love you.
You're funny.
So anyway, so if you haven't seen the video, definitely check it out. If you have seen the video, I'd love to hear what you thought about it, and let me know. Let me know in the chat. We'll discuss, or if there was something in the video that maybe didn't make sense, or why was that there, or why did that part get added into the video? It didn't seem like it went. I bet you I have a really good reason for it.
Or if you are like, wow, I wonder what happened in like that span of time that they were doing the this or the that's. I'd like to know that as well.
Yeah.
Because we were living it, and then choosing which parts to like, not be drab and boring like I'm being right now was a good job that he did.
You're never boring. I love you. Doris says, I've been talking about water for over a year and it gets very little reacting. Yeah. Yeah, it might have just been what it was. It might have
Yeah.
been what it was.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of people that would like think of that.
And that it wouldn't have reality with it necessarily.
You know, it wouldn't be like, speaking to me.
Oh, yeah. I don't have water, too.
We all have struggles
Yeah.
we can overcome.
Yeah, that was kind of what we were trying to do was more communicate to people and their struggles rather than just hey, you should use less water. Right. And I would just like to point out that this time Doris was talking that it was Jason that was right. I mean, hey.
Well, I love that
I'll take
too.
it.
I love that too. I like what you said.
Oh my gosh, my other favorite commenter is here.
Oh, yay.
That's Seattle.
Our other daughter.
Look at that skedaddle.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yay.
Welcome, kiddo. And Ozark Family Homestead says, don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Yeah, that is actually a huge thing that you can do to help to spread the videos around. Thumbs up, comment, watch all the way to the end. But the most important thing is once you finish a video, watch another one. It's the best thing you can do to support a creator on YouTube.
And follow us on our journey of making things better for our family.
Look at this. It's so fun. We got both the daughters, and I just realized who Angel is, and it's like it's like the whole crew, our daughters and their friends, and now it's gonna go someplace. Now it's going someplace. So
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Ozark, I'd be interested to just find out, like, what are some of the things that you have like picked up over because it's been really fast. You hit 1,000 in I think it was 72 days, 1,000 subs, and then it's only been like another month and a half or so, and all of a sudden you're at 10,000 subs. So what do you attribute that to? What do you think caused that? I'd love to hear about that in the chat. Even there, hello, sorry I'm late. No problem. You're right on time. You got here right when Merlin got here, and so you know that's exactly when you need to be here. So Diva in the Dirt, Maureen actually gave me some really good feedback on the video. We have this like little mastermind group that we're kind of building, where we all will watch each other's videos and kind of critique them so that we can get better. And I think she was the first person to point out the feedback that was kind of the general consensus of how I could make it better. Also, Maureen, wants to remind you to click the like.
Thanks.
Oh yeah.
Merlin does as well.
Merlin wants you to click the like button as well. So, love the baby chicks. I love them. Chicken babies. Yeah. We've got we got 6 more today, and because Merlin's in the house and we're doing the live stream, we figured we'd put them in an enclosed area and then stick them in here with us so we can protect them. Because if you watched our Merlin video, you know how Merlin feels about chickens. So.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All right, Doris, something they are afraid that, okay, buddy, that's really loud. You want to run out real quick and
I'll do that. Food? Yes, I'll be right back. I just found out we can't hear him. Or, yeah, all of us wheeze. To check it out. Oh, here we go. Was it off the whole time?
No, because I could see my levels, but
Interesting.
yeah, that was very strange. I don't know how that happened, but my little cute little lavalier mic turned itself off. So anyway, you guys saw that comment. Yes, I was muted. It's incredible at Ozark Family Homestead. Yeah, that's very, very, very well done. Oh, you're muted. Lost sound. Oh my gosh, it's our other favorite.
Yes.
Wow, that's Phoenix. We got so many people in the chat who are amongst our favorite people in the world.
Love it.
Your audio's bugging. I can't hear you. Here.
Oh, well, here we are.
Yeah, well, we're back. So yeah, sorry about that. I think when Carrie turned hers off, it must have somehow turned mine off too.
No, you were probably being picked up by my mic the whole time. Does his audio sound more clear than it did before? We'll find out. Yeah.
Maureen Washington, thanks. We're all in shock over here.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I can totally imagine. But at the same time, it's like you guys are good people and you make good videos and you're gonna find success when you have those two things in place. Now we need to either work on the making good videos or being good people part, and then I figure we'll get there too. Hey, Ozark, would you still be interested in doing that live stream together? One of these weeks I can have you on and we can both be kind of like in one quadrant and the other quadrant. We can talk.
Oh, that'd be fun.
That'd be great.
It'd be super fun.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Look at what. Please go tell her to stop.
So right here.
Yeah. Well. Yeah, the real and the wholesome is hard to find. I love Seven Kin, how real you guys are. We love you too, Doris. Thank you so much. And Diva says, yes, sadly, it's all about the algorithm. The smaller channels don't get the push that's needed. The video is excellent. Well, I really appreciate that. Really, really appreciate that. So what do you guys want to talk about? You guys got any subjects that are like burning a hole in your chat button responder? I don't know. Is that something you can burn a hole in?
That's funny.
How about you? What's going on with the garden currently?
Oh, the garden is doing amazing. I'm super proud.
Yeah.
It grew so much over the last couple of weeks. When I look back, if you watch the video that we just put out, you'll see in the very beginning how small everything was. And then, as we were our story was unfolding of what we were doing and making progress on that, at the end when you see the garden, it's just like not little circles of start plants. It's like they have taken over. Our pumpkins are, it's got a vine that's probably longer than I am right now or close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I saw Diva, your video that you had you showed your pumpkins as well, and they're just going.
Nice.
Yeah.
Pumpkins are so fun. I have never grown anything but tomatoes, and it was one plant and one squash plant. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah. We're gonna have at least like 2 dinners worth of stuff by the time this season's over.
We had some squash already.
Yeah, it
We
was
had a
delicious.
squash. Yeah, it was very, very good.
Yeah,
And some strawberries.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, we've got a nice little start.
Yeah, and the whole idea of this year, we got out here in the end of February, and so we had to get our situation livable, get a wood stove put in, build our solar array, get the bathroom situation dealt with, and it was a lot. There was a lot going on, but it was important to us to get the garden started so that we could prove to ourselves that we could grow food and we could solve the problems around what was necessary to grow food.
And start at the right time so that they could be in the ground when they
Ish.
need it to be. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I think we did pretty good on that actually.
Yeah, I mean, as good as we could for our zone, because it was still
Exactly.
freezing in like the middle of May.
Yeah, in fact, the last 2 nights we've covered everything because it was expected to drop below 36, and just a little city over, like 10 miles away, they did get snow. So,
Yeah, it's true.
and everything survived.
Everything survived
I'm so happy.
because of Carrie's persistence. Not even quarter-size hail from the heavens could take out the garden, and it tried. It really tried.
I was like,
So,
oh,
yeah.
yeah, but it all's
Yeah.
fine.
All is well.
In case you were wondering.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, so it's all going really well, and there's little squashes and little pumpkins and little pickling cucumbers and little cucumbers and peas and all of these other things that are all starting to show themselves. Little tomatoes, little strawberries.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been eating lettuce like champs because I needed
Right.
roughage.
Yeah. Growing romaine.
Yeah, that's
It's
good.
so good.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doris says, I would love more on how you fixed the water tank. That was so cool. Yeah, it was really cool. And like I said at the beginning, I love watching things melt. So that's why that scene was so long, was because it's like, whoa, that guy on screen there, because I have to separate myself. It's not me, because otherwise it'll just be like 45 minutes. But if I separate myself, then I can cut it down to like 3, but it probably should have been like a minute long. But whatever. You live and learn. Making videos it's all theoretical. You never know. You could accidentally trip and fall with your phone out and catch a funny picture of a cat and get 72 million views. Who knows? Who knows?
It's funny.
But yeah, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to do more of a how-to video on how to weld plastic like that. And what a lot of people asked me about was, what was the white plastic that I used? That was a cutting board, which I thought was pretty resourceful, because the type of plastic matters when you're welding the plastic. If you're, let's say you have like PVC and you try and weld it with the kind of plastic that they make water bottles out of, which is, we'll call it PETE, is what its code is. If you look at the little recycling code, it says PETE, but it's a certain type of plastic. Those two plastics won't bond together, so you have to use the same kind of plastic. And water tanks are ultra high molecular density polyethylene, or UHMDPE, and so are cutting boards. And there's all kinds of cool stuff you can do with cutting boards. You can make, race bearings for suspension. You can, because they have a better wear coefficient than steel, right? So when you see these like gigantic dump trucks that are at these huge quarries, they'll have these big old pads of ultra high molecular density polyethylene plastic on the back of them, because that will wear down slower than steel will, which is pretty cool. Yeah.
It's really cool.
So anyway, it was a cutting board. I cut a chunk out of the cutting board that was the same size that I cut out of the water tank, and then I used a plastic welder, which is basically a hopped up fan that has a heating implement on it, so it's blowing hot air at it. And when I was doing that, I kind of nailed it because you can burn the plastic really easily with one of those things. It like blackens and starts smoking real bad. But I didn't burn any of it, so I was like, yeah, I do this professionally. No, I don't. Don't tell anyone. But it worked great, and even when we filled up the tank, it didn't have any problems. No leaking, no nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. So now that I've done it successfully, I feel like I could speak as an authority and make a YouTube video showing someone how to do it.
Yeah, well done on that, by the way.
You know, thank you.
Really hoping, and we had talked
Tell me more. Tell me more.
We had talked about this, you know, how is this going to end? You know, is it going to be like triumphant and we did it? Yeah. If this thing holds, it will be. And if there's some catastrophic, you know, just the pressure of it pushing out, that it like
it just
bursts.
rips and bursts.
Like, really happy that wasn't the ending.
Yeah,
well done.
At that point in the video, I had no idea how our story was actually going to end.
Hadn't happened yet.
It hadn't.
Nope.
And then we found out that if you watch the video, you find the funny little twist at the end. Was hilarious. It was actually really, really funny to find that thing out. But I'll let those of you who know, and if you don't, then you're gonna have to watch the video. So let's see here, Ozark Family Homestead. You guys, you make phenomenal videos, and I absolutely believe that you're good people. We've loved you all from the first time we saw you. Oh, thank you so much.
So
we feel
sweet.
the exact same way.
Yeah, thank you. Super sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, we even, like, you know how copying is the most sincere form of flattering? We're even copying you on something right now, so, you know.
Yeah.
Lila Otter. Oh, yay! I'm so glad that you made it from Facebook. I'm late to the game. Look forward to seeing Carrie's pumpkins.
No, that was good on the pumpkins. Oh, I like that.
Well, there's actually 7 of them. It's our pumpkin patch. We're gonna call 7 pumpkin patch. Yeah. Or actually, maybe we'll do punkin. You know, like little kids will pronounce it pumpkin.
Pumpkin.
Yeah, but it'll be 7 pumpkin patch. Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Oh.
If ever we're in the same room, we have to agree to not use puns at the same time because I think it could crack the universe. I mean,
I can't make that promise.
Yeah, it's intense.
That's great. And I will be happy to share those. I'm looking forward to yeah, I'll do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the inspiration.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And we got Josh Bubba Ganush Curtis in the chat on YouTube.
Woohoo!
Why no Facebook? Because our internet connection was super slow. And I was like, you know what? We could either have a messed up stream like we did last week, or we could just do it on YouTube, jump up the quality a little bit. And I hope that it's actually coming through. Why don't you guys let me know? Why don't you guys let me know if the community, or I'm sorry, if the quality of the video is better just on YouTube, just playing it by itself on YouTube. Let's see. I love watching Carrie enjoy growing the garden. Yeah, me too. Me too.
It's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seeing these giant leaves and going like, I kept you alive, and here you are, and you've got giant leaves. I did that.
Mm-hmm. You did do that.
It's cool.
Yeah. So Carrie muted you both. Is that from earlier, Maureen? I think because they go into the same channel. I think that because it was at the same exact time. If you mute yours, then you can mute it.
I want to know. I turned mine off. Let's see what happens.
You can still hear me. Yeah. Well, maybe that wasn't it. I'm going to still go with it, though, because...
Yeah, that's probably it. I had to know for sure. That's probably it.
That's probably what happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doris says, so many would have just called that a loss, not Jason. So cool, man. Yeah, heck no. Plus, what would I do with it if I just scrapped it? I'd have to cut it up into little pieces, and then there'd be like microplastics all over the place. And no, thank you.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Yeah, and they're not cheap.
Hmm.
Yeah. I love that. I
Yeah.
loved that too.
Yeah, and then talking more about plastic welding, there's a technology to it, you know, and Josh wanted to just point out that it blows hot air just like I do, which totally makes sense. In fact, if I mean, I didn't want to show off, but if I would just have been there with, like, oh, yeah, I could have just blown on it and been like that, and it would have melted, and I could have made a good bond, but I figured, you know, other people aren't going to be able to replicate that, so maybe we should. I don't know.
That was smart thinking.
Yeah, you know, I do that occasionally. So yeah, and then a lot of people also asked me about the welding rod that I was using, because in some of the shots of the video, I'm using a white welding rod. I actually just cut a very thin piece of the cutting board just down the edge, and I used that as the welding rod. Because why not? I've when I was welding steel, and I was TIG welding steel, at one point I actually ran out of welding rod, and I was like, I'll just cut off a chunk of the parent metal and use that, and it worked perfectly. So
I just adore that quality.
yeah, I'm super
yours.
cheap.
Oh, we have this and we have this, and let's just, I mean, in theory it should work, and then it's like mesmerizing. It's like, what?
Yeah, I
That was
mean,
awesome.
if I'm given the choice between spending the exactly $12.78 it would cost me to put gas in the vehicle to go to town to get a welding rod, and then spend that same $12.78 to come home, I'm going to solve it a different way, because that what is that, $25-ish, $25 and 40 some odd cents? Not spending it. Not doing it. Sounds the same to me. Okay, good.
Cool.
Well, good. Good.
Cool.
You are good people, and you make great videos. You know, if you guys just
Thank
want to
you.
keep that coming, and I'll just make sure to just highlight each one of those, because I really appreciate it. And I have to tell you, which I told Maureen when we were talking about, I was a little down in the dumps over how much work we put into that video and how few people saw it. But then, from Let's Go Brandon here, I got the nicest voice message that was just like,
Yes.
how amazing it was, and how him and his kids sat down and watched the whole thing and everything. So I'm conflicted. People that watch it, they like it, and then but the YouTubes no like it to push it out.
It's okay. It would just be time. And also, thank you, Brandon. That was very sweet. Jason's like, oh, you've got to hear this. And
It's actually
really-
Ray.
What?
Ray Bennell.
Oh, well, that's right, because it's Ray. Yeah. I knew that. I knew that. But yeah, thank you. Very sweet.
Yeah, it was. I was like, oh, hey, come here. You got to come here. And she's like, I'm cooking dinner, and I have children in my hands, and I'm very busy. And I was like, it's worth it. Drop the kids now.
I'm balancing water on me.
Yeah. Throw everything in your hands on the ground. Come here. Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, that's good to hear. Coming through loud and clear. How's the quality of the picture? Is it better than it was last week? Like, not so skippy and jumpy, and other words like that. Oh, it was actually a watermelon. Oh yeah, that's right. And it basically grew overnight. Okay, it was 3 weeks. Everything in my garden has just gone crazy.
That's awesome.
Bloomed. Yes, and that's how it goes. It's like you water them, they swell up, and then they don't get any smaller after they swell up, unless you don't continue to water them. Kind of like, I mean, it's like inflation. It's like the prices of things. They say the dollar goes down in value, and then so prices go up. But then when the dollar goes up in value, prices don't come down, which is very strange. That's how plants grow too.
Only way more rewarding and yummy.
That's true.
It's super cool.
It's super true.
It's super cool.
Oh, from Lila, I got a couple of videos this week. So if you want more help with water, I got a couple cute critters I can send over to help. Yeah, you do. Those little eager beavers. I wish we had water like flowing through here. I would go and find some beavers and be like, it's not water catchment. It's natural. You're not going to kick the beavers out of here, are you? Because, California. So, but they're endangered beavers. Why? Because they're from somewhere else. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. The hail we had was incredible. It really was. And I don't know how it came across in the video to people. We were like shocked, and not just shocked, but we were also like, how ironic is this? And Carrie even commented on it. It's like, it's such a slap in the face that we need water and then just a gazillion tons of it fall from the sky. It's just in the wrong form of matter. You know how things can be like gases, liquids, or solids, or even plasmas. If plasma water fell from the sky, that would be a whole different problem. But it was just in the wrong state of matter,
Yeah, it was a trip. I can't remember the last time it hailed like that. Like we'll get little like Dippin' Dots, or we'll call them like Plinko balls, because the way they run down off the mountain, they're just all ting, ting, ting. But that was, I mean,
it was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was pretty shocking.
Super ridiculous.
Yeah.
So, I did actually though get a bit of feedback. I totally forgot about this from another person in our creators group, who actually said that by the end of the video, she like stopped and thought like, how much water do I use? And then started putting the math together, and she said, like, I was horrified. Wow. And so if even one person was like, I'm going to use less water because there's some people out there who don't have any at all.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Wow. So it was good.
Kudos. Sorry.
I also just noticed that I have something here that I got that I wanted to tell you guys about. So I don't know if you guys know who Mr. Beast is. Probably never heard of him. He's not very popular or good at making videos or maintaining an 85% retention rate in them or anything else like that. But I like him. Okay, so if you've never heard of him, I get it. But he makes he has this company called Feastables, and when we were at Walmart today, I found the Feastables peanut butter chocolate chip cookies right here by Mr. Beast. And I thought, how amazing would it be if the highly unlikely scenario wherein Mr. Beast got really interested in homesteading, and he's like, oh, I'm going to find a streamer that has, only a few people watching and watch them, because he does that. And then he like gives them like $10,000 or whatever. I just wanted to be able to be like, respect, bud, respect. But now that the children have come in, I'm assuming they heard Feastables and now they want to try it. So we're going to get a live reaction from a very good food critic. Just ask Carrie. Me. No, I'm just kidding. This is Jackson. What does Jackson think of the Feastable cookie? It's a thumbs up. You want to try it too? Okay. It'll taste weird, I think.
A little bit minty.
But I want to hear what. Yeah, I want to hear. Oh, and now Vegas is in here too. And look at his shirt. Yeah. Here, come stand over here so you can see his shirt. I just want to point out that he is in fact a genius. And so now we're gonna have a genius review the Feastable cookie. What do you think? Take a bite so we can see your face. Oh, the rest of the family's coming in. Golly gee.
That's why we keep sweets
Yeah, and not only that, but that's why it cost us. When you find out how much our shopping trips cost,
Yes.
and today was a trip with no meat
Oh,
at all. Oh my gosh! All
there we
right,
go.
no more. Okay, I want to hear what you guys have to say about the old Feastables. You know why? Because this is that wasn't what I mentioned. This is an ad nobody asked for.
Nobody's paying us to make this ad.
Oh, that was an ad nobody asked for. So yeah. Oh wow, we fell
Okay.
we fell very far behind on the old chat. So let's take a look here. So anyway, Mr. Beast, respect, son.
I think mean to say they're not that good.
Get out.
Yeah.
Do you know what we're trying to accomplish here? So Maureen says making videos is all smoke and mirrors. It really is. Like when I was doing the welding, there was a couple times that I caught it on fire. I'm not gonna lie, and there was smoke there. There was a little bit of smoke.
Smoke.
See, Josh here in Washington is pushing $5 for gas, highest in the nation. Vote Semi-Bird. Good riddance. Nearly 70-cent state gas tax here, bruh. I'm in California. I don't even want to hear about it.
It's crazy.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's like 82 cents or something like that here. It's unbelievable.
I'm really watching.
Dor said in true recycling or upcycling, you can't have any of that, buddy. That's not something you can have some of. But I bet you'd give him a 5-star review. Yes, you would.
He's standing on my dog. Knees.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh,
yeah, which wished more would do. Okay, guys, we're in the middle of something, so you can absolutely be in here, but let's add to it rather than subtract from it. Okay.
Now this is reality.
This is reality, how it is. It's always climbing on us, asking us for cookies. Hey, Merlin, you need to go.
Keeping the dog away from the chicks, you know.
Yeah, well, actually, this is interesting because he's not like going nutty, but he's also in a place where I can't control him if he does. So, yeah. Oh, this is good. I was waiting to get an answer to this question. So, 100% better quality, at least on your wife's side of the screen, which is what I expected was the case, and also what I expected from you, Josh. I can always count on you to tell the truth, which is
that's funny.
Which is nice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's so cool about the cutting board. Yep, they're very useful things. Hey, I need you to split, Merlin. Enough. Come on.
I just had everyone come
Why don't
in,
you
and
keep talking?
now we're
Come on.
We're not quite ready to introduce Merlin to the chicks, and he's just discovered them. So, give us. I'll take him the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Or do you think he's fine?
He's fine right there. Okay. He's just looking at him.
Okie doke.
Oh yeah, talking about cooking, I have a gift box for you guys. Should be in the mail by this Friday. Oh, that's awesome!
Oh, thanks.
Yay! Yeah, we sorted out getting an address because our property. I'm super against pulling permits because this is my property. It's not their property. So asking the county for permission to build something just seems to me like I'm not going to do that. So yeah. But to get an address on a property that has never had a permit pulled on it, you have to pull a permit. And so I was just like, nope, not going to do that. So we're able to get an address from like a mailbox place in town, and it's worked out great. It's super nice actually. Plus, people can send me stuff, and I'm okay with that.
We don't even have to be home.
Yeah,
right
Ray and his daughters are actually sending us a little gift basket too, which is very cool.
Sweet. Nice.
Yeah, Lila's commenting on the rare bicoastal beavers. That's what I would tell them too, and they'd be like, "Oh, really? Are they endangered? Do people like do bad things to them?" Like, no, never. Not beavers. Just for comparison, we have got a bit more than 24 inches of rain so far this year, and consider now in a drought supposedly. Yeah, that's crazy because we on a regular average year get 12 inches here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, pipe dreams are cookie dreams. Yep, that's the truth. Well, it says, "Hello, children."
Hello, children.
Yeah. And yes, he does get it from his mama. It's funny. Somebody was asking me the other day if the kids are happy that they look like their mom, and I was like, "Well, could you imagine what they would feel like if they look like me?" Yeah.
I like the way you look.
Oh, thanks, love.
I do.
I like your face. You're good people. Yep. Yep.
Oh, you just remember the taste tests we used
Yeah,
to
we used to do. That was fun.
Those were fun. We should
Always
do one
like
of
the
those.
weird stuff like wasabi peas and
Yeah.
there was a bunch of different stuff. Anchovies they
Yeah,
tried.
seaweed. I mean,
Seaweed.
yeah, there was some other.
Yeah.
Yeah, super
Super fun.
super interesting. Yeah, we should do that.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea.
Denying the doggo just ruined your Mr. Beast shot. Yeah, no, he's still here at my feet, and he's got his nose at the chicks. He's really like intent on checking them out, so I'm not gonna stop him. He'd have to break the glass, but I think he could do that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to bag it up, son. That's what it is. So yeah. Well, you guys got any questions? Is there anything that you guys want to know? If you watched our water video, if you have any questions about that, anything like that, we're open to it. You know, we're open to answering questions.
Yes.
Not that question, Josh. I can't even believe you'd put that in the chat. Oh my gosh, man, really? Just kidding. You didn't say anything.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. The taste test was so cool. I remember them. Yeah, and back when all of the kids would just try anything, you know. Now they're quite a bit more picky.
I
Quite a
could make
bit
it.
more
Oh, we did bacon flavored chocolate. I
Ooh,
remember
that was like that just sounds like a dream to me. Like that sounds like if you were like, "Oh my God, I've got the weirdest thing in the world that we're gonna have you taste test to get your reaction," and then you told me it was bacon flavored chocolate, I'd be like, "Okay, like how much do you have?" Like, wouldn't it be better to see my reaction to eating 4 pounds of it? Like, wouldn't that be better? That'd be better, wouldn't it?
You're onto something.
I'm onto something. Yeah. And that's how he became potato shaped.
Yeah. Oh, I like that.
Ooh, what is our next problem to face? Okay, well, in my opinion, there's a couple, but we have Karen out here now, who bought an RV to live in. Really nice, really nice. But RVs are meant to be taken somewhere. Here,
Take Merlin or the chicks?
that was Merlin.
No, should I take the chicks or Merlin?
Why don't you grab Merlin? I can go out. RVs are meant to be taken somewhere to have, the facilities flushed and all of that jazz. And unfortunately, every time when you're living in an RV, you have to completely break everything down that you have set up to go someplace. So we need to sort out putting in a small septic tank, which I'm going to do the 2 blue barrel method. And a leach field, and then we're going to plant apple trees over the leach field. And so that is the problem and what we're going to do for the solution. And that is that. Oh, and Josh asked basically the same thing. What's the next goals over the next few weeks? I get garden, water, etc. But what else would you really like to do? And that would be it, so that we don't have to go through the struggle of every time we want to Just- Okay. Yeah, that was so funny. Hmm. Yeah, just close it and latch it. So
Sounded
funny.
more dramatic than it was.
Yeah. Okay, well,
We'll
now
move
let's
the
do something
chicks.
about it.
Let's move the chick.
Yeah, let's do that. Hold, please. I mean, my immediate goal right now is to keep these chicks alive. Here, you take it. I'm going to hold him back. Okay? No, buddy. No. You're going to leave the chicks alone. Put them up on top of the oven. You're going to leave the chicks alone, buddy. I know I love you so much and I give you so many treats, but those chicks are not your treats. See, it's never a dull moment. Oh, he got away. Never a dull moment here on the old homestead. Whew. So anyway, those are the goals. That's the truth. Yeah, if Maureen's here, she's got a thing in her videos called poo juice. Works great. Yeah, Merlin was giving Carrie the stink eye good. He's like, I don't understand why I can't eat those small little things that keep making those noises. And it's not something that he's getting better, but it's just like ingrained in him. So yeah, I think we're gonna be too, because we still got to get dinner ready as well. It's a little late for us to be making dinner. The chickens are too small for the oven. Yeah, no, we have a one of those convection ovens that's up kind of high, so we can put them up there and keep them away from Merlin. They are kind of like chicken nuggets, aren't they? Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna just hold on for just 1 second. I'm gonna just peek out the door here and make sure that okay, everything's good.
We're good.
All right,
We're good.
good. The chicks are safe, and all is well for another day. So
This is really like you're like really here with us right
yeah,
now.
this is what it's like with us here all the time. Can I have a cookie? 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 Can I have a chick? I just want to eat the chick. I just want to lick it with my teeth. Like that's what Merlin is saying right now. So,
I want to play with
I just want to play with them.
it. These were really good questions too. I missed it, but let me catch these next ones.
Yeah, so we have a question for you. Is homesteading common in your area, or are you kind of alone in this lifestyle?
That's a good question.
That is a great question. So, homesteading the way that we homestead is definitely not something that is very common out here. There are tons of we were out here basically by ourselves for what do you say about 6 years? About 6 years. There was like a neighbor that was a couple miles away in one direction and a mile away in the other direction, and they kind of homestead, or they would kind of homestead similarly to the way that we were. Um, but there's a lot of farms and a lot of ranches out here, so there's a lot of the same activities going on, but they're all grid connected and they have way more property than we do. There are, as Josh pointed out in the chat, there are a lot of illegal devil's lettuce grows out here. And about 6 years ago is when they started all just buying up all the properties around here, which was a big contributor to why um, we moved to Southern California for me to work, was because I didn't want Carrie out here by herself with the kids and all of that stuff going on around here. Some crazy things started happening at the time, which I don't want to get into because they're not a situation now, but um, yeah. So no, it's there's really like no. I mean, there's that place in Mount Shasta that we went on the field trip. You know,
Yeah.
that's like a full functioning homestead. It's a 10 acre. They do a dairy share uh, business and all of that other stuff. It was very cool, but not anybody that we can really kick back with. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Cause I like you, as far as, um, making your own food and doing the homeschooling and like really having this family unit, that is something that is a little bit more difficult. And there is that the one family that we know that does that, but it isn't very much.
Yeah,
People will grow their, have gardens or do 4-H, but it's generally all through their schools.
yeah, yeah. So it's a little bit of, we call it a social desert. You know, it's not just a regular desert, which it's that too, but it's a little bit of a social desert as well.
It is.
Yeah, we would love to have some more folks around that we could like meet up and help, process each other's chickens and do all that kind of stuff. But we're in it by ourselves in this area. Plus, most homesteaders, like people that are hardcore homesteaders, wouldn't ever start a homestead in California, and that's we like to go against the grain in that way. Oh, we should be making shorter videos. Let's make a 25-minute epic tale. We go against the grain. So, uh-huh.
It's funny.
So I hope that answered your question. Lila, you like that? I want to lick it with my teeth. That's Merlin. Yeah. All right. You guys are hearing all the craziness going on, I'm sure. What about homeschool? Are you going to have a group you can do things with other families? There are other families that we can do stuff with, and people that we know out here, but their lifestyle is very different. Which is kind of funny. We're always kind of in a situation like that. Like, Brooklyn had a really close friend whose mom was a very famous actress, and so when she would go to hang out with her, it's like a very different lifestyle than what we're used to. And so she'd come home, and she was always very gracious and everything, but I could tell she's like, can we go and get 5-star ramen? Like, that is a noodle soup, and that is like $150. So probably not. I can make you regular ramen, and I can crack an egg in it and put some ham and maybe sriracha. It'll be really good. No, it's okay. No, it's okay. So
But
anyway,
I would like to, I don't know. I'd like to meet up with other people that are also homeschooling. Um, but I guess, as you mentioned, people are very different as far as like, we unschool, so it's a lot of child-led learning when they're interested, which my oldest is into algebra and science and like just chemistry. Right now, if I was just like, you have to do this because you're this age and you're in this grade and the textbook says you have to do it, that's why we do it. It's like, I just can't get behind that. So a lot of homeschooling families I've met with, it's, I can't get my kid to do this and I can't get him to do this.
the
And
curriculum doesn't
it's
seem to
really
work.
hard for me to, connect with someone in that sort of a way when it's just bringing sort of the public school system home, and it's still having the same expectations and routines. So I've met a few people online, that we really can connect with and share those types of experiences that we've been able to like cultivate, or things that they're interested in, and just help to expand that and support that, as opposed to the, the latter. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
a,
that just the whole
know,
concept.
yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys know this about me, but if I have a viewpoint, it's very difficult for me to keep that viewpoint to myself. And like we've had a couple of situations where we've met up with these other parents and they have different viewpoints, and I'm like,
Totally fine.
I'm totally
Like,
fine
yeah.
with it. But the second that the conversation turns to like, well, I could never do that, I take it as a personal affront, and then it's like, all right, well, let's talk about that. Is it because you're weak? Like, you know what I mean? And then it just turns, And so it's probably mostly my fault that we don't have any friends, or very few.
I
But
think those comments are meant to like bolster your ego, though.
you
Of
think?
like, whoa, I could never do that. Like,
No, because I
kudos.
can identify those and I take them as such. when it's just a veiled make wrong, or it's a veiled like, and then I'm just like,
That's funny.
you and I are going to do battle now, and
I don't have the energy for that.
yeah, I know.
No,
Yeah.
no.
That's why I take on the fight for the both of us, love, because I shall not have your honor,
I don't like fighting unless it's about cleaning stuff.
Yeah, then she loves it.
And I don't care how you do it, how you want to do it, what order, as long as it's tidy in the end.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Let's see. My battery's almost dead. My phone and my body battery. LOL. Feet up in bed and don't want to move. The dogs gonna say goodnight before we get cut off. Hey,
Good night.
good night, Lila. Thank you so much for making the transition over here to YouTube to chit chat with us. All right, thanks for answering. Maybe y'all can start a new trend out there then, or maybe think about moving to the Ozarks. Oh, we've thought about a lot. My brother just bought a 20-acre property in eastern Tennessee. I don't know if it's in the Ozarks, and I haven't been there, but yeah, the price is definitely a lot different than what I'm used to looking at around here. Although we did buy our property as a just blank piece of dirt for like $19,000 or something like that 12 years ago. And it's now that all of the illegal devil's lettuce growers around here um, have moved in, the property value has gone up significantly. So, maybe it's in the future at some point. Plus, I don't belong in California, Especially, it's funny, I get into homesteading groups and they're like, "You're in California? Ooh, like, are you a vegan?" No, I'm not a vegan. No, I am not, sir. So, yeah. Jason, what is your specialty when you cook? Same question for Carrie. I can take any 5 ingredients and turn them into an edible meal. That's my specialty. It's true.
It is.
I can make.
I'd be like, and if he's all, oh, you could do blah with this and add a little bit of this to that, to the thing that you were just talking about. I'm all, do you just want to make it?
I'd be like, okay,
I'm all,
I'll do that.
yes.
Yeah. So no, I think specialty wise, I really like making meat and bacon specifically. I'm what you call a meat candy chef, and bacon is meat candy. So I can make bacon all day. Whoa. Hey, we're just having all kinds of fun today. Wait. Let's just do this right. So we have where's my remote that was right here before you cleaned? Give it to me.
Although that's
It's the wrong one.
bothersome.
Yeah,
Is
so
that one working? Or
no, that was my my light going out there, which was fantastic that it flashed 1,800 times. So we might as well just kind of wrap things up a little bit, and in doing so, I would just like to turn this into a full-on party. Come on. What's happening?
Further down. Yeah.
Oh, you moved it.
What?
when you unplugged everything.
Oh.
Yep, never mind. No party time. Sorry. Yeah, it was an EDM show, exactly. The taxes out there blow my mind. The overall cost of living, yeah, it's unbelievable. The taxes. See, what's great about living the way that we live is that, see, everything we do is a business thing because we make videos about those things that we do here, all of them. So projects, everything else is all stuff that gets written off from our LLC.
The lights interrupted me answering your question, Josh, of my favorite dish, but he knows.
Yeah. Chicken, rice, broccoli. Boom! And she does it the best.
Thanks.
You're welcome. It's my favorite meal.
Oh, great. Great. That was nicer, actually, than what I was going to say, which is I don't have one. I hate cooking so much.
She doesn't give herself enough credit. She does hate it, though.
Myself, it doesn't matter whether or not I hate it. Like, I have to do it. So I find ways to make it pleasant. And the more yummy it is, the more pleasant it is for me that everyone's eating.
It's true. It's true. Well, we'd love to have you guys out here just planting a seed. Yeah, that would be great. I'd love to. It's just absolutely beautiful country out there, too. And then we got a comment on our trippy strobe effects from Lila. That's, yeah. You know, it wouldn't be a 7Kin Homestead sTEaD TALKS live stream if some technical difficulty didn't just, happen at some
And all the
point
kids
in it.
burst in and the dog and the chicks.
Yeah. There's got to be a level of chaos that you just don't see in other places. So, and our middle daughter, who is my favorite second-born daughter of all the second-born daughters in the world, said the video quality just went bye-bye. Yeah, it's because the light went out. It was on battery, and I totally forgot about it.
Oh.
So, Josh, have a good night. Say hello to Grandma. She needs to attend next time for Q&A. Absolutely. So I figure we'll just wrap it up. I have had a blast talking with you guys. I can't wait to do this again next week. And if you haven't seen the No Water video, No Water, an epic off-grid homestead story is what it's called, go to the YouTube channel, 7Kin Homestead. Check it out. Leave lots of comments. Share it with your friends. And we will talk to you next time. We love you.
Bye.
Bye.